Don't come here.
Hold on, apparently I hadn't gotten myself put in the show. I clicked on it, but it didn't work. Hi, Blakes. Okay, now why isn't it playing? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Hour of dead air here.
So you just stop. Don't come my cat was on voice screen just get blocked. You just don't get blocked was on. I know that's your code out. I'm not stupid. Don't come here.
Yeah, you are stupid, and you just proved it. Okay, this is what she's been doing lately. She swears that this blank screen person that keeps coming in her chat is me. She's making a goddamn fool of herself as always. Nicole, don't forget you have court on Monday. Don't forget about the time change, and you better fucking be there. And I hope Dina brings this kind of shit up. Because the other night she claimed that blank screen was me. Meanwhile, that night we had a widespread internet outage. We were down for about 18 hours. And she was claiming that blank screen was me the next night or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But she made a goddamn fool of herself as always. And then tonight I was down helping my friend Ali from, hey Brandon, from 7 p.m. my time to just a few minutes ago. I briefly heard what she was spewing about, and she can go fuck herself because apparently blank screen was in there again. That is not me. I was down at my friend's store from 7 to just a little while ago, a little after 11. That, and I've been running around all day taking care of paperwork and stuff for him. And then I've got more stuff to do tomorrow. So, Nicole, you better be showing up with some motherfucking proof, or you might find out who I really am because I will take you to court for harassment. And you can keep saying, if you call me this, you're just calling yourself that. That's not the way it works, Nicole, except in kindergarten. Go play with some Play Doh or something and get off the fucking internet. Because I'm really fucking sick of you trying to claim that I'm this person and that person when I'm never here anymore. Because as I had stated previously, as soon as my back was temporarily fixed, I'm going to be busy. So shut the fuck up, Nicole, and get a fucking life, Nicole. Go get a job, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Brandon, I'm not stupid. Yes, you are. Because the first time you claimed it was me, I didn't have internet, so it couldn't have been me. It even took out our cell towers. And then tonight, again, I was down at the store. So piss off, Nicole. It's not me. Unless you have proof or something, I hope this gets brought up in court next Monday because you're going to look really stupid. I'm so fucking tired of her bullshit. She does nothing but lie. She makes shit up. She harasses people. Then she wants to claim that it's everybody else is harassing me. I did the live stream with Samantha the other night. The live stream before that Samantha did, she deleted, so it wasn't that one. I mean, she's just showing herself to be a fucking idiot. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Of course, everybody's me. I'm like God. I'm everywhere. Meanwhile, I'm actually sitting here doing research or whatever and sending whatever I need to Ali, doing paperwork, making printouts, running around town, getting things laminated, having employees freaking out like, I'm Ali's second hand or something. It's like, I don't know anything about this place. I'm just trying to help him with some shit. And now I got to help him figure out how to do his Zoom tomorrow because he's got a traffic ticket and he's got a Zoom court date. So she's so fucking ridiculous. And I don't know, she's got people getting involved in the court thing on Monday, and they're just going to make her look worse. That judge already knows about her, and all these other people that are trying to insert themselves. The judge already doesn't like the little Nicole groupies as it is. No, she was live earlier tonight, Blake's. And, they're lying to the judge who has already seen everything. So it just makes her look worse. It's like you lied to the police 3 different times while trying to be served. Hey, racist. Again, Nicole tonight was claiming that this blank screen troll that keeps coming in her chat was me. And the first time she did it, I didn't have internet, so it couldn't have been me. And tonight, she did it again, and I was down at my friend's store helping him with stuff. She keeps blaming shit on me that's not me. And it's going to backfire on her spectacularly, and probably very soon. She's got a judge that's already in a cranky mood, and she's pissing her off even more. And I think that her idiot supporters who are just getting her in deeper. I mean, we know why Cupid Stunt changed the name of his channel to X and deleted all of his videos. Because he realized he stepped in a big pile of shit and ran. Because I'm sure he's going to be expected to show up in court for the Zoom meeting. Oh, lovely. Yes, she's nuts. She loves you, Ani. Yeah, well, Nicole, let me just repeat what you used to say. I'm not a lesbian. I don't like you. I do not want to be with you. But you can't keep my name out of your mouth, bitch. Does it taste sweet? So I can guarantee at this point the only sweetener it's going to taste like is Splenda or whatever the fuck is in Coke Zero. I mean, Brandon, she sees things in kindergarten terms. And, she tells everybody else to grow the fuck up, but she's sitting there going, you calling yourself that, you calling me that, you're just calling yourself that. That's not the way it works. And the way I see it, well, you see it pretty goddamn cockeyed, you dumbass. Jesus Christ. I'm fucking tired. It's been a long day. It was 80 some degrees. Hey, meet me in outer space. I've been running around with dumb fucks on the road that can't decide which way is up. Somebody that stopped for a green light. People that are doing 40 miles an hour in a 50 mile per hour zone. It's like, great, I'm happy you're on vacation. The rest of us are not. We got shit to do. I'm sorry you've never seen a goddamn tree before. Pull over. There's a lot of them. It's not called the Evergreen State for nothing. Exactly. We've got years of proof of her being a predator, collecting pictures of people's children, putting them in videos saying that their parents are sexually violating them. Well, Brandon, it does work that way in Nicole world where the sky is plaid. I mean, she keeps telling everybody else to get a life, blah, 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 when all she does is sit at home all day watching TV, watching YouTubes, skulking after other people, stalking them. I lurk. Lurking and stalking, it's the same goddamn thing, Nicole. You want to hear what everybody's saying, don't you? Oh, I'm sure they are. I mean, October made a goddamn fool of herself the other night. Apparently, I'm supposed to prove that I didn't call a welfare check on her parents. How the fuck does that work? And if Nicole's sky is plaid, what color is your sky, October? And she's like, you better do some research, journalist. Well, bitch, I'm the one that went to college for it, so maybe I know what I'm talking about and you don't know shit. And she claims that I know her addresses because she had them on her Facebook pages and her about something. I'm like, I don't have a fucking clue. I did not look at your Facebook pages. I just know you had about 3 of them using the name of a certain actor for your surname. And of course, she blames it on one person, and we know who that one person is. It's Dina. Because Dina sent me the screenshots of the screeds, these long scrolling blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly. And then she says, like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, right, whatever. And I've been meaning to do some streams on some indigenous stuff, but things have just been so incredibly freaking busy. I've been trying to get my van cleaned out, which includes, taking all the seats out, taking everything out, soaking the carpeting, scrubbing it, sucking the water out. Since we've been having warm weather, it gives it plenty of time to dry. I fixed the hatch that wouldn't work, the rear hatch, and I still need to finish putting it back together, but, whatever. It's just a couple screws I got to put in. I just haven't taken the time to do it. And I don't know if the lock actuator is starting to fail or what, which means I just have to take the hatch apart again to replace the lock actuator. She does nothing changes while you and others point out facts. In many ways, she exposes her lies constantly. And she and those idiots who support her actually think they're going to gain any ground in court. She's not the only one that takes screenshots. She's not the only one that records. And I hope she's recording and screenshotting right now. Because, again, the restraining order is from Dina on her. Dina never got me or Kami on the restraining order, so it has fuck all to do with us. But she's trying to paint it like, oh, Dina's making these people do this. Dina's making these people. No, Dina doesn't make me do anything. Dina does not make Kami do anything. Dina doesn't make anyone do a damn thing. Like Ms. Parker says, we are grown. We can do shit on our own. And you're the one still talking about me, bitch. And lying about me. So you better come up with some proof. Yeah. I read the typo. No, racist. Cupid Stunt filed a motion to dissolve the restraining order on Nicole's behalf from England. And he used a fake name. Now, hi, NT. How you doing? Now, he filed a motion on her behalf via email using a fake name. Well, apparently he must have found out that since he filed the motion, which technically was denied, but they're still going to have a hearing about it, he's probably going to be expected to appear in court, which means he's going to have to be on camera and he's going to have to show ID, which means he's going to blow his cover and everyone will know who he is. So he changed his channel name to X and deleted all his videos. But I think somebody else has all his videos. I think they've been recorded. So that ought to be interesting. Not to mention another obsessed psycho also played one of his videos. And I've already downloaded that one too. Yeah, well, that's just it. A lot of her supporters are getting themselves involved. J-Love and I think Marie called the court to see if Kami and I were on the restraining order, and were told they were not. Nicole and her mother harassed the court to get Zoom court dates so they wouldn't have to go all the way to Tampa, and then didn't show up. And now they're trying to say, oh, it was a time change. I didn't realize, blah, blah, blah. Well, Nicole, remember, there's a time difference. But yeah, it's in Dina's paperwork that, and she has copies of everything he said. And, oh, she just does her little TikTok dances. Dude, we've recorded her streams. The judge has heard the shit she says. And if necessary, the judge will be able to hear her saying, I know that's you, Masani. I know that's you, Masani. I know blank screen is you, Masani. Don't come in here with your fake account. And like I said the other night when she swore that blank screen was me, we had an 18-hour internet outage. I couldn't have even have done it on my phone because the cell towers. Yep, that psycho's involved. So now it's really going to go to hell. Because if she wants to get involved, well, gee, Your Honor, this is the kind of stuff that she does. Show her 50 community tabs a day. Show some of her videos where she's shrieking at the top of her lungs. Accusing everyone of being a simp for RSN, even though most of us despise the little worm. Yeah, that'd be nice if hell were actually such a place, actually existed. But these people think that they're helping her. And they're making things worse and they don't see it. And of course they hear me say that and they go, oh, she thinks we're making it worse. She's full of shit. What does she know? Yeah, well, I guess you'll find out on Monday. Again, Nicole, remember the time difference. Don't be late. I'm betting that Cupid Stunt has run like the big cast coward drunk he is. And he won't be showing up. And all it's going to show is that all these people are helping Nicole to harass Dina. And if they keep going, they may land Nicole's ass in jail. And she will be extradited to Tampa, which is an 8 or 9 hour drive away from Pensacola. And you know, mama's going to protect her baby, but oh gee, that's an awful lot of gas and an awful lot of time. I don't know if I want to drive that far. Maybe I'll just let her sit it out and hope they have a good supply of diapers for her. Well, Queen of Spade has been connected to at least 3, including Harold. Oh, by the way, somebody on Reddit sent me some screenshots that shows that Queen damn well knew that he was accused of assaulting Dina on a regular basis. They were very interesting screenshots. Yeah, Carlos and Abe are both very sad people that their entire life revolves around being low intellect trolls on the internet. She does, NTB. She harassed Dina for a year with nightly streams, calling her a white trash bitch and all this other stuff. And then she started talking about Dina's boyfriend, who about 20 years ago made a really stupid mistake because he had a drug problem at the time. He robbed a bank, and I think he did like 7 years for it. And so, of course, they call her the bank robber. She calls him the bank robber. Nicole does. The bank robber boyfriend. Blah, 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 blah. Nightly. And then she started talking about Dina's daughter, her minor age daughter, calling her a white trash bitch and all this other stuff. And that's when Dina said, stop or I will take action. So for like 2 months, Dina kept saying, knock it off or I'm going to come after you. And she just kept going. So Dina did the paperwork, got a restraining order. They tried to serve her 3 different times because we know what her address is. And her mother lied to the police and said she didn't live there. And her idiots in her chat, oh, that's right, you don't live at home, do you? You live by yourself or you live in a group home. Well, Dina had to go all the way to Pensacola, and while standing next to a police officer, catfished her, got her address out of her, which is, of course, her mother's address. So the cops went and served her finally. So her mother starts harassing the court. Well, I ain't driving to Tampa or whatever the fuck she harassed him with. So they got a Zoom hearing. And then she didn't show up for that. And then she started using code words for Dina. Before, her code word for her was bald eagle because she has lupus, so she had lost some hair. So then it was like mayo, and her boyfriend was ketchup, and then there was elephant, and I mean, she just had all kinds of code words, and she would fuck up and make it plain who she was talking about, which are all violations of that restraining order. Well, it turns out Florida is a fucking stupid state, which we all knew because every day in the news, Florida man this, Florida woman that, something ridiculous and stupid and insane. They did not get the paperwork to her for 3 fucking months. So all of those times she violated before that probably don't count, but might because she knows she lost the court hearing by not showing up. And yes, Carlos is an idiot. Telling who to stop crying. Yes, Harold's sister Renee is in Nicole's Discord with her and Queen of Spade, October, Steve, Cupid, all of them. They're all in her Discord. Yeah, NTB. She really humps that disability thing. She also humps that racist thing. She's claiming that I'm racist, and now Queen of Spade is claiming that I'm racist. That I'm accused of being racist all over the place. The only person who has accused me of that has been Nicole. Excuse me, and she has no proof of anything because I've never said anything racist, except that she and her mother like to play the race card. As soon as she's in trouble for something, like now, I think she's permanently suspended from Special Olympics because of the shit she's been doing. Yeah, and Carlos himself is racist. He follows me around to the places that I go, like Ms. Parker's and BGTV, Dragnaut, and puts the N word in the chat, one letter at a time, because, he's so clever. That's the best thing he can think about. Oh, you don't have to worry about Dina. Because apparently me calling her out for playing the race card every time she gets in trouble, you're only doing it because I'm black. You're only doing it because I'm black. And her mother does the same thing. You're only doing this because she's black. You're only doing this because we're black. And yet, anything about Carrie Barrett and her daughter Ricky, uh, white bitches get away with everything. White people are so stupid, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, you can still be bigoted or prejudiced towards other people of color, and we see it a lot. But at the same time, it's not my thing. Yep, Abe and Carlos are always saying racist stuff towards me, calling me a fake Indian, all this other shit. Apparently, in order to prove that I'm an Indian, I need to speak pidgin English. Me, he big Injun. Me go far over mountain. That kind of shit. Fuck you. Oh, what's Jake crying about? That's just it. You won't hear that from me because it's not, it's not something that I even consider. I mean, I've gotten into fights with people of different races, and it never occurs to me to use their race against them. It's just, I mean, I had a Japanese woman calling me every foul racist name in the book, and it was like 2 hours after I finally blocked her, I went, gee, maybe I should have called her this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, because it doesn't occur to me. And the N word is just not in my vocabulary. It was one time when I was a child, and my stepfather, who was black, overheard me. My mother overheard me. I had no idea. Oh no, Blakes, it was not commie. Um, my mother overheard me and got so mad she slapped me so hard that it's definitely. I was like 7. I didn't know what the word meant. It was a funny sounding word to me. And instead of explaining it to me and how hurtful and harmful it is, she slapped me. It was definitely not Kami. Kami wouldn't do that either. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, I probably am a piece of shit, but I'm just not a racist piece of shit. Yeah, I've got that too. I've also got where he threatened Dina. That screaming fit he had where he was going to smash in her skull, rape her corpse, and burn her house down. And then when he suggested to Nicole that she poison some cookies and then give them to Ricky and her mom, uh, you're a freaking poet, girl. If you go to her channel, she's got some poems that she's written. And eventually she's going to be a well-known poet. So get in now on the ground floor, bitches. So yeah, Nicole, let me repeat myself since you like to repeat yourself. Come up with some proof that blank screen is me. Because I've got proof that it's not. I've got proof from my internet company, Comcast, as October thinks she's clever pointing out, that we had an outage that one night you were claiming it was me. Hi, 4Speed. We're not really hating on them. We're just trying to... Nicole's making an ass of herself, basically. She's lying, and we have proof that she's lying, but she keeps lying. And then, of course, I had taken a couple... Because at one point, Ollie wanted to go in the back and eat his dinner. So he asked me to watch the cash register for him. He showed me how to, work it and everything. So for about a half an hour, he went in the back and ate. And so I took a picture from behind the counter and sent it to the girls. I'm like, look, guys, I'm working. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, I know she'll listen to this. And she'll say, yeah, and she'll get a life, blah, blah, blah. Because I was busy having a life while she was online, as usual, claiming that I'm someone that I'm not. Yeah. No, racist. She actually said in Nicole's chat the other night that it's up to me to prove that I didn't call. I have to prove that I did not call a welfare check on her parents. How the fuck does that work? Do I need to prove that I didn't call the president last week? Do I need to prove that I didn't call the Queen of England last week? Maybe I called the Queen of England and we had a lovely chat over tea, talking about stupid cunt. And what a dumb fuck he is and a coward. Starts shit and then runs. And she's saying that you better do some research, journalist. Yeah, I'm the one that went to school for journalism and art. Okay? Yep. Oh, 10 times is a low estimate. Holy shit. I don't know how many times. I had to turn my phone off because people were coming in and stuff like that, and I didn't need them hearing some dumbass going, and yeah, 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 and yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, she blames every troll account on me. Ugh. I'm tired. It's been a long fucking day. And it's been a very warm day. And I'm going to have to start again tomorrow, and it's going to be so much fun. I've got to get the back seat of my van put back in. And I keep forgetting because I need to back into my driveway because the back seat is sitting right there. And then I got to wrestle it into the back of the van, get it into place, lock it into place. Yeah, coherent sentences. A lot of it comes out as a mumble, so yeah, and Florida is very humid, so add the humidity and Yeah. I'm not stupid, Mouse Honey. I know it's you. Well, then that makes you pretty damn stupid because you don't know anything. I wasn't home. I was too busy doing real world, real life shit. Yeah, we just finally started getting warm here. It's what, middle, after the middle of July, and we're just now getting warm. And even still, because we're close to the coast, in the evenings that sea fog rolls in, and holy fuck. And it was really, yeah. I got a picture outside the store today because there's this big hill right there. And most of the sky is clear, but there's like this one cloud or bank of fog, and it settled right over the top of that hill. And it kind of looks cool, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, even the clouds around here are lazy. Yeah, I'm just going to lay down on this hill here for a little while, you know. Give me a minute. I'll move on. It was just weird. Ooh. Yeah, I have no idea what the temperature is here. What? It's only 56 degrees here. Okay, security camera back on. I gotta get a new phone. Yeah, exactly. They support someone who, for 6 years, has been harassing and bullying people online, being a racist, collecting pictures of people's children, making nasty little videos claiming that they're having sex with their children. I mean, that is what got her brought into the detective's office. The fact that she collects pictures of people's children and then makes these vile videos. Yeah, it cools off pretty good here. Even last summer, we had a day that was 104 degrees, and then at night it cooled off to like 60. That's what I like about being in Idaho in the summer, because it's like 100 and anywhere from 100 to 110, but it's dry heat, so it doesn't feel as hot as it would here. And then at night it cools down to maybe 80. And even then, I feel like I need to wear a jacket. I get cold at 80 over there. Yeah, but then there was the screenshots of her claiming that this Gorda pays men to fuck her daughter and shit like that. You know, just disgusting. You know, people want to go, oh, she's mentally disabled. No, she's not. She may be stupid, but she's not mentally disabled. She has the mentality of a 10-year-old. No, she doesn't. I don't know any 10-year-olds that would come up with that kind of shit. And then the thing with Samantha and Ricky, because she had a crush on Ricky, so she wanted to kill, barbecue, and eat Samantha so she could be with Ricky. And then when they had their baby, their miracle baby, and he was in the NICU, she says, this is Samantha's kid. Fuck Samantha, I hope the kid dies. Yeah, and they do it a lot. What do you mean, Brandon? I'm not sure what you mean. But she has 9 Instagrams. One of them's private, so who knows what the fuck is on there. But I think the detective should be looking into that. But it's almost all people's kids. And she says, I do that because I love kids. I love kids. You know who else says I love kids? Child predators. Brandon, if you mean her disability, it's the mosaic form of trisomy 18. It's a chromosomal disorder similar to Down syndrome, but it's not the same. And the mosaic form doesn't uh, kill as quickly. Uh, the main form of trisomy 18 tends to cause death either in utero or not long after birth. Some might live to a few years before it kills them, and it's usually heart failure or lung problems. And you've heard how she breathes. She breathes like an asthmatic pug dog. And I think somebody told me she's already had at least one open heart surgery. Yeah. Well, most recently, she has gone to the social media, like mostly Facebook pages of all the people that run the Special Olympics group in her area, and has put up TikToks about them and made nasty claims. And I think that's gotten her suspended from Special Olympics permanently. And if I were them, I would be looking into pursuing legal complaints because they have had problems with her for years. My sister from Queen Boy canceled where someone interrupts her live. My sister's like, she looks disabled. And people thought she was afraid or something. She might have been startled, but she wasn't afraid. That weird breathing thing is the trisomy. Right now, the world record holder for longest lived person with trisomy is 42 years old or 40 years old. So she's 32. She's only got 8 to 10 years at the most. And she's going to spend it doing this shit. She could be going to the beach. She could be playing in a park somewhere. She could be doing her stupid little TikTok dances. They're ridiculous, but it gives her something to do where she's not talking about other people. If that's something that makes her happy, do that. And I know talking shit about other people seems to make her happy, but, she's also making other people unhappy, and she's making people pissed off, and it gets her in trouble. Yeah, I think the mosaic trisomy 18 is when chromosome 18 only has a replication on some of the chromosomes, but not all of them. But yeah, she goes around, I'm disabled, I'm disabled. Basically, it's like, take pity on me, treat me special because I'm disabled. You can't be mean to me because I'm disabled. And then, of course, she claims that I'm not disabled and she wants to see proof. Well, you're not my doctors, Nicole. And I don't owe you any proof. It's similar to Down syndrome. It's only related in that it is a chromosomal disorder. In Down syndrome, I think it's oh god, it's like chromosome 11 or 12. There's there's a triplicate instead of a pair. Chromosome 12 is repeated a third time. I think hers is called Edwards syndrome or something like that. Or Wilson syndrome. I can't remember which. Not my job to keep up on her disability. But then she says that Samantha fakes her disability. She has epilepsy. And yeah, getting stressed out will set off a seizure. So yeah, it is a bit like Down syndrome, but Yeah, well, they all use her disability as defense, and it's not. Being disabled is not an excuse to be a fucking asshole. And by the way, Down syndrome is nothing like System of a Down. Yeah, but you can't get through that concrete skull of hers that it's not an excuse. She just absolutely, and these people just blow smoke up her ass, and and now she's at the goddamn Queen of Spade that connects everybody to RSN like there's this huge internet conspiracy against her. And she has no proof. She keeps claiming she's going to get all these lawsuits against people and anti-harassment orders and international anti-harassment orders. Nobody's ever seen a goddamn action out of her ass. Except for that god-awful twerking in the gray poop-stained granny panties. And I mean, it's just, I know people with mental health issues have rights. I have mental health issues myself. And people with mental health issues have rights. But to an extent, I think YouTube really needs to take a closer look and maybe go, you know what? YouTube is not for you. You need to log off. Yeah, and I think we can name a few people that have them worse. Yeah, stress can cause a seizure. There's one guy that Ms. Parker likes to watch for the lols. What's his name? Tony? Yeah. It's not okay for you to do it, but it's okay for them to do it. That's the hypocrisy that it always exists. I don't care if they mock mine, but don't be telling me I don't have it, because then what are you mocking then? But this Tony guy insists that he is some heir to all these media something or others, and that it's all been stolen from him, billions and billions of dollars, and the government is using lasers to destroy his teeth, and the government has been stealing his penis 4 inches at a time. And I mean, yeah, it can be fun to watch, but at the same time, these are people that need help. They should probably not be on YouTube, because then it just leaves them open to being mocked. Yes, the satellite man that's stealing his dick. Yeah. Dolphin looking motherfucker and his girlfriend. I don't know who that is. Then there's one called Gail, and NTB knows this one. And she insists that she is actually married to Brent Spiner, I think his name is, that played Data on Star Trek, to the point that the actual Brent Spiner had to get a restraining order against her. And she is God and she is Jesus and all this weird shit. I mean, there. And then you've got Tila Tequila, who goes on these huge, long religious rants, and she's allegedly pregnant by God and all this. I mean, YouTube should really kind of rein these people in a bit for their own good. Because, yes, it's amusing to watch, but at the same time, it's sad because these people are seriously ill. They need real help. And, I'll sit and watch, on Ms. Parker or something when she plays this stuff. But at the same time, I'm not going into their chats to mock them and stuff like that, because, oh my God, these people need some help. And of course, healthcare in the United States sucks to begin with, and mental health. Wait, Nicole. Oh, which boyfriend? I mean, she's always got a crush on someone, and I don't know who she has a crush on now because she's mad at coaches and because he let Bridget and blah 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 control him and blah blah blah. Yeah. You're not allowed to, but Nicole is, because that's how rules work in Nicole world. All rules are hers. She gets to make up the rules, just like how she strikes you if you use a picture of her. Say you take a photo from her Facebook. I didn't give you permission to do that. And then here the other night she was saying, it's okay. It's not illegal to use pictures from somebody's Facebook. Right, exactly. And I would prefer my channel be to actually educate people. Matter of fact, we had a guy come in tonight, and Ali was a little confused because he says, oh, yeah, because he needed ID because he was buying beer or something. He says, it's tribal ID. And I said, oh, cool. And I looked at it, and sure enough, Quinault Nation. And Ali's looking at me. I said, tribal ID is federal. It is like any other federal ID, driver's license, etc. It's got his name, his birthday, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Well, the problem here is that some of these people are hurting other people. If I were really slow and stupid, then I have every right to use it when I'm attacked by already guilty people. If I was, but autism is not an intellect disability or alike. You mean like similar? Why can these people say if we bash them for their mental disabilities, we are using our conditions as an excuse to get a free pass? Oh yeah, well no, that's again, that's the rules in Nicole's world. She can use her disability all she wants, but if you're disabled, you need to prove it, and you're not really disabled, and that is a lie, and blah 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 blah. And I am out of my Coca Zero. Ouch. Oh, my entire body is stiff today. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Because that injection, while it took care of the really bad pain that had me hunched over and could barely walk, I've still got, like arthritis and stuff like that going on. Because unlike Nicole, I have actually done a lot in my life that was really hard physical work. And after a while, as you get older, it takes its toll. Oh. Oi. And I get to do more of it again tomorrow. I also have a kidney stone that has been there for years that never wants to leave, but every once in a while it just likes to start rolling around and causing me a whole hell of a lot of pain. And it did that earlier today, so I did have to take a break and lay on my heating pad. Yes, some people say I'm slow and I'm probably more clever than all of them who say it. Autistic people are cleverer, shows who's really stupid. Yeah, but I have seen some severely autistic people that, it just depends. They say that there's not really a spectrum or whatever, but some people do have it to the point that, I mean, one lady that I was doing elder care for, she had this young family next door, and the mother was more of a new age organic type, and she thought that chelation therapy was going to cure her son's autism and stuff. But as he got bigger and more violent, he was nonverbal, and he would do the meltdown things. He would get violent, and she was a tiny little slip of a woman, and it was getting dangerous for her. She's like, well, people keep telling me I should put him in an institution, but I'm not putting my son. I know I can cure him. Exactly. I have an anxiety disorder. That's why, I have a hard time in the grocery store if there's too many people. I mean, if I have to go to the grocery store and I see a lot of cars out front, I just keep going because I know it's going to be crowded. I can't deal with it. I've had meltdowns with anxiety disorders in like Walmart because it was too crowded. There were too many people, and of course they're being slow and stupid as always. They're blocking lanes, etc., etc. And I just go, okay, fuck it, I'm out. Exactly. Nicole claims she worked at a school. She was probably some kind of volunteer. And gee, why isn't she doing that anymore? There is a rumor, and it is only a rumor, that she slapped a kid one time. Allegedly her goddaughter or something. Nobody's ever proven any of that. But, maybe she just acted out with the kids, and that's why she doesn't get to work with kids anymore. Yeah, people like Angie and her friends, but they say, I can't use my autism, but after all the real shit Nicole does, they cry, ooh, she has a disability. Yeah. Because it's always different when it's Nicole, because they support Nicole. They support someone who steals pictures of people's children and makes vile videos about them. Wait a minute here. Let's see. Oh, come on. Open page. Open, 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 open. You did? Eh. Let's see. Hold on. Nope. Wrong one. Oopsie. There's Brandon the Bear. Felipe Rose Fan Club. Gut Necklace Productions. Is this the one? I think she took her videos down. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, well, according to Nicole, I need to be in a mental hospital. Exactly. People with autism are just differently abled. I mean, to use a PC term. For some people, it's practically a superpower. Yeah, exactly. What's this? Certain stalker of mine thinks I got dementia, bipolar, schizophrenia, and borderline retarded. Just said he's not a fucking doctor, and I'm not diagnosed with any of that, but yet he has DS. I don't know what DS is. I know my oldest brother is getting sort of some kind of a senility. I mean, we can discuss the same thing a dozen different times, and he never remembers having discussed it before. Of course, he's in his 70s now. Let's see, I'm 54, 3, 77. He's 77. I cannot find her other videos. Oh, Down syndrome. You're being stalked by somebody with Down syndrome? Yeah. Always a pot calling the kettle black, basically. Um, oh, I found it. You can't call the kettle black. That's racist. This. She took pictures from the Facebook of all these people to make this nasty little TikTok that says, Carrie Barrett lied to Special Olympics to get me suspended. Damian Michael Stone, Tom suspended me. Special Olympics bowling when I didn't do anything wrong. Carrie Barrett also lied a couple years ago to get me suspended. Special Olympics cheer squad. The coach is Ashley. I'm disabled. So again, she's using her disability as an excuse for her bad behavior. And I mean, Special Olympics has been dealing with her for years. And I think that this video has been the final straw. And I think she's permanently. Nobody lied. They had too many reports about her from too many people. They kept trying to do things, and her mother would threaten she was going to sue them and all this other shit. Yeah, well, when they don't know anything about it, I mean, they could learn from my channel, but they'd rather mock, which that in itself is racist. Night Killer of Demons. Yeah, I can't believe I was going to be on maybe 15 minutes and it's been an hour, so I didn't expect anybody to show up. How do you mean, NTB? Oh, why didn't she put what she did or what she was accused of doing? I doubt they're jealous. They're just stupid and racist. But the first time she had Ricky, who was supposedly her best friend, stay over, and she let Ricky log into her Facebook on her laptop, which she generally doesn't do because she's selfish. Well, Ricky forgot to log out. So she calls Nicole, oh my God, I forgot to log out. Could you log me out? And Nicole said, sure. Instead, she used Ricky's Facebook page to send people nasty messages, including to one boy she had a crush on, saying, if you don't date Nicole, we can't be friends anymore. And she's been harassing Carrie and Ricky ever since and claiming that she lied, calling them white bitches, and, Special Olympics lets white bitches lie and get away with everything. Well, it was shit like that that got Nicole suspended this time. So then she put up those videos, and now I think she's permanently suspended. And there's a good chance that Miracle League, where she plays softball through, they may be suspending her as well. Because apparently they've had a lot of complaints about her. She causes trouble wherever she goes. The day that Dina went up there to get her served, she was going to have her served at the softball game, but they got rained out. So there was talk of having a pizza party, but Dina was told, well, Nicole will go to the pizza party because no one there likes her. So that's when Dina had to catfish her using the name of another boy she has a crush on, and got her address out of her and proved that, yeah, that's been her address all along. It's just that she and her mother lied and said she didn't live there. And I still think her mother should be in trouble for lying to the police. Her mother has a very extensive criminal record. Ow. But her mother, while she'll, defend her when it comes to her getting suspended and all that stuff, because that means then she's got to deal with her. She has told other parents that her daughter is a burden, but apparently she's her legal caretaker since Nicole is legally an adult at 32. And I would love for them to look into her spread kindness streams where she's begging for money and donations and buy stuff on this Amazon wish list, like, because the homeless need a deep freeze, and the police need one too, and they need all these junk food garbage crap. I want proof that if anybody bought any of that stuff, I want proof that it went where she says it's going to go. Exactly. And she talks about people having all these fake accounts and all this other shit. At least she's dumb enough that she makes the accounts in her own name or in her mother's name. But she's gone onto the bowling league, Special Olympics bowling league Facebook page, and she makes frowny faces and talks shit. She's been banned from that page several times. She keeps coming back with more fake accounts. There's some of them where there's 5, 6, 7 with her name on them. If you go to the Cheer Omega Squad's Google page, why is my phone dinging? I don't see it. Excuse me, I don't see anything out there. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, I thought maybe the deer were in the yard or something. I stood out there having a conversation with them yesterday. On the Cheer Omega Google page, you see, well, when I made that video about it, she had 3 1-star reviews on there complaining about them and talking shit about them. And now last I saw, she had 5, and they're having a hard time with Google trying to get anything done. But, she's full of shit. She did that video because she found my Google reviews, but she only pointed out the 1-star ones, and she still wants to come after me, calling me a Karen because I gave a 1-star review to a hospital. Yeah, a hospital that was filthy, had blood on the walls, was disgusting, and you couldn't even get in through to the ER for a good 12 hours or more. Yeah, 1 star. And I gave another hospital 1 star because they treat everybody like they're a junkie looking for a fix. Even though I have records at that hospital that says no narcotics. Matter of fact, I don't know why, but it says does not like narcotics. No, it's not that I don't like them. It's that I can't have them. Oh, and there's Abe or whoever. Yeah, Abe, Dina's boyfriend has 1 thing on his record, and nothing else ever. Nicole's mother has a long ass list covering about 5 different states. Hold on, I gotta. Okay, good. Doobie doobie doo. We're just waiting for this to. By the way, Abe, her mother lied to the police. So obviously, she hasn't changed. So go change another one of your many, many. Oh, no, no. The other night when we thought that that was Nicole in Samantha's chat, and that's one of the things Nicole had a meltdown over, we eventually figured out that it was Abe. I like how you and all of us here prove everything right about her and ourselves, yet she still thinks to say otherwise in stream. She will never accept facts and that she's wrong. Exactly. She is never Nicole wrong in Nicole world. So now Abe's got to go and change another one of his channel names to something else, Nicole or something about me or blah, blah, blah. So he can come back some more because that's his entire life is stalking people on the internet. I mean, Nicole supposedly doesn't want anything to do with him anymore, and he still simps for her. How fucking stupid is that? Although I have heard that she does talk to him on the download, which I wouldn't doubt. But I don't know. Should we wait and see what Abe comes back with, or see what Carlos comes in? Okay, who's this? Because that's what Abe does, dear. Bye. I'm guessing Carlos is probably in someone's chat going, "Go troll Annie!" I don't know. Maybe he thinks she's an easy touch for something. Because all it would take for some guy that she's got a crush on to go, "Hey, yeah, easy lay." I mean, she still loves Harold for fuck's sakes. Can you imagine if Harold had gotten a hold of her? Just think that because you keep coming in under multiple accounts, that's why, Cucumber, go away. Um, but think of what Dina went through with Harold for 3 years. Yeah. But all of that shit that Dina went through with him, and she's smart. Nicole's not. Can you imagine? I mean, I technically have no doubt that Harold's probably got a body or two hidden somewhere out in the swamps or whatever. And Nicole could very likely have ended up one of them if they had ever met up. But the fact that all of a sudden she's got those videos up on her channel and stuff like that, I mean, that's just sick. That's twisted. And of course, this happens about the time that Queen of Spade comes to her rescue. Those two used to hate each other. Because Queen had her little fling with RSN, and then he, dumped her because she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Big surprise. And so when Nicole came along and decided she had a crush on RSN, well, Queen of Spade, oh my God, you can't have him. He's my man, blah, blah, blah. And so they hated each other, and now all of a sudden they are besties. And Nicole's putting up shit about Harold. Queen of Spades talking about Harold. And Queen of Spades is another one that facts are inconvenient to her. People have been taking screenshots of her bullshit for years now. She was quiet for a few months there. Nobody gave a thought to her. She was never mentioned. Nothing. Then Westmost made a video about her, and she came shrieking back, and she's lashing her claws out at everybody, and oh, good God. If she'd just go away again, it would all die down, but I don't think she wants it to die down. She likes the drama. She's addicted to the drama. She's allegedly a recovering addict. And a lot of people with addictions, they will replace one addiction with another. And gotta say, obviously, the mental health system in Canada sucks as well. But anyway, it's getting close to 1 a.m. here. I'm really tired. I gotta get some sleep because I gotta get up and do it all again tomorrow. I gotta change paperwork because one person tells me one thing and blah, 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 and I was stupid enough to listen to them, so... I'll see you guys all later. So just to end this, October Fool, you're the one that has to prove that I called anyone about your parents or that I knew your address or addresses or what the fuck ever. And Nicole, you need to prove that I'm blank screen because the first time you accused me of it, I was in the middle of an 18-hour internet outage and couldn't have been. And then you accused me again of it tonight, and there's no way it could have been because I was down at the store all night. So, fuck off, Nicole. Start proving your goddamn lies. Piss off.